LR, the Liberal Redneck here. Coming to you from a country where one political party is trying to help citizens recover from the worst pandemic in 100 years and the economic collapse associated with it. And the other party is trying to prevent citizens from using their constitutional right to vote. Democrats want voting to be easy and painless, while Republicans want to make it as difficult as possible because they have deteriorated to the point that their only hope of winning an election anywhere is to cheat. They cannot accept the fact that their incumbent president got his ass handed to him in the last election because of his gross incompetence. In the normal course of human events, it would make sense to change your policies after such a crushing election where they had been so soundly rejected. But Republicans have taken a different path. Instead of changing their devotion to the rich, they have instead chosen to pass hundreds of voter suppression laws in Republican-controlled state legislatures designed to make it as painful as possible for non-white voters to cast their ballots. Churches and Republicans have one thing in common. Neither represents the majority of American citizens. The reason for their decline, in my opinion, is greed and the devotion to money over the well-being of their members. The states of Georgia and Texas are getting backlash over their actions that were unexpected. Georgia passed voter restriction laws so draconian that they made it illegal to offer water to voters standing in line waiting to vote. Primarily because in the last election, 2 Democrats won hotly contested senatorial elections, and gasp, one was even black. Because of this stupidity, there have been economic consequences they did not anticipate. 2 major Georgia employers, Coca-Cola and Delta Airlines, have voiced outrage, and Major League Baseball pulled their annual All-Star game that represented $100 million in potential revenue. Expect more to follow. Trying to overcome terrible press from his inexcusable failures in dealing with a fierce winter storm and the COVID pandemic, the Texas governor jumped on the voter suppression bandwagon and also declared his state wide open for business with no virus safeguards in spite of surging cases. As a result of his actions, a huge number of revenue-producing events have canceled their reservations and moved them to states that offer greater protections for their attendees and do not try to stop their citizens from voting. If you live in a state that has passed voter suppression laws, but you think they don't affect you, you are sadly mistaken because they affect every one of us by denying the will of the people. H.R. 1 can correct this and many other voting irregularities. Make sure your elected officials know the consequences of failure to pass this enormously important bill. You can reach me at theliberalredneck@gmail.com, and you can visit live with me and my talented colleagues for our weekly wrap-up every Friday at noon Central on blogtalkradio.com/theliberalredneck. Thanks for watching.